Hello, everyone. TOTW is back, going live at you once again. Those of you who saw the last segment, it was about opportunity. It was about walking around with your eyes open, ears open to see opportunity coming from every angle. Right now, I'm going to share an opportunity with you, and that's called the Zeniq Hub, Zeniq Hub01. When you go look at the links and you follow and you see what Zeniq offers, the Hub 01 is a master node. Those are okay, stop. I'm not going to talk to you about technical things in the cryptocurrency world because you got other people that can do that, right? You can go watch some of the presentations. They will tell you every segment and they will tell you in cryptocurrency terms. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to tell you in real layman's terms, something that a child can understand. Because right now, that Hub 02, I'm going to tell you about one function that hub can actually have the solution to, and that's remittance, right? When you send money around the world, for example, there are hundreds and thousands of hardworking men and women from the Philippines, from Indonesia, from India, from all different Malaysia, Singapore, from all different places around the world, right? And they leave their families. They leave their families. They sacrifice their quality time with their kids and family to go overseas to work to provide money for their growing families, right? Most of them are single parents. They wear the pants and the skirt. And for that, I give you much love. Because sometimes when you talk to people that's a single parent, they use it as some sort of, not so good thing. That is a good thing. When you wear the pants and the skirt, right? And you are that provider, that's something to hold your head up with because not many people can do that. So I take my hat off to all those hundreds and thousands, maybe millions of people around the world that wear both hats and still look after their family. And those of you who choose to go overseas away from your family, I know you want to make sure when you send money home that the money will get there when they need it. Now, all of you probably have sent money before through various means. I won't mention none of the other companies that you may use, right? And they even have apps now, which you can go to the app, you send the money on your app, and then the person on the other end, they go to a affiliate center in their town or whatever, and then they can go retrieve the money. That's how it works. Right? And in other places where you send it, you go to another center to redeem it. I get it. How long that process takes, only you know. Right? But right now, thanks to the Hub 01, I believe we have a solution to make sure that when you send the money, it goes direct. There is no third party. And what I mean by third party, you don't have to go somewhere and they give you the money. No. Let me explain to you the Hub 01. Okay, picture this. It's like you having your own bank. I know you're like, what are you talking about, your own bank? But just let's look at this as your own bank. Right now, for example, me, right? I'm living away from home. Right? I'm working away from home, right? And I send money back home, right? And I know the costs, and I know some, especially dealing with the banks, right? And trust me, I know, right? So when this came across me, when I saw this Zeniq solution, I was like, whoa, this might change things. because it works for me. And I know once you know about it, I believe it's going to work for you as well. Okay, I'm gonna set up a scenario for you. Now, those of you who send money home, let's just say your family member, your mom, your dad, your sister, one of your older kids, they're shopping and they get to the counter and they put in the groceries through. The lady's, tallying them up. And it comes to $20. And the person goes, well, I thought I had my money. I don't have it. Right? And the lady's looking at you. What do you mean you don't have the money? I don't know. I don't know where it is. I thought I had it. Right? And from that point onwards, you only got one solution. Put everything back because now you're embarrassed. Everybody's watching. Right? Then you leave the store. Okay. Does that sound illogical? Does that sound logical? I know it's happened to me before. I'll give you another scenario. Say, for example, you're working in Hong Kong or the Middle East, and a family member, you needed to send money. You got a phone call at 4 o'clock in the morning, and you needed to send them money ASAP. Not the next day, not the next week. They needed that money right then and there. Emergency. What's your recourse? What recourse would you have? Right? Because the companies that you use, right? Now, if they're open at 5 o'clock in the morning or 4 o'clock in the morning, you can send them. But how quickly would they have that money in their pocket? What time will those retrieval centers actually be open for them to go in and pick up their money? Right? That's just questions, right? And those things happen in real life because from time to time, everybody has an emergency, right? And from what I understand, every company has different fees. Some are based on a percentage of how much money you send, right? Or some, it doesn't matter how much money you send, it's just going to be one cost, but they all got the same network, right? You have to go retrieve it here. And then if the person on the other end has a bank account, right, then you can go into the bank and then transfer money into their account, right? But there's always going to be a transfer fee, right? So that's the gist of what I believe that happens in the remittance space. And if you got some other scenarios that you want to point out to me, down in the description box, ask me any questions that you want or make things clearer to me. Because right now, remittance, because I send money home, right? And I was looking for a solution for me, right? To make my life easier when I send money home. And the Zeniq Hub01 has that solution. Okay, let me paint a picture for you. That scenario that I gave you, that they're at the checkout line, they've been shopping at the checkout line, and they don't have enough money to pay. That's the easy one for the Zeniq Hub. All you gotta do is just while you at that counter, just send me a message. Say, can you send me $20 ASAP? No problem. I take out the 01 hub. I type in how much the $20, and I send you the money. And you got, how's the money going? How are you going to send it? Good question. Because remember I told you that the Hub 1 is a bank, which it's like a little, about that size deal, like a tablet size. It's your own bank with an IBAN number. Now, those of you don't know what an IBAN number is, It's a banking number, right? So if you Google it, don't take my word for it, Google it, an IBAN number. And when I have the Hub01 hub, I will also get debit cards, my debit cards. I will send my family members a debit card. They're in line at the counter. They don't have any money right now, but in 1/0 of a second, that money will be on that card. The card is swiped and they're on their way. Now, is there any other remittance program out there that can do that exactly how I described it to you? Think about that for a minute. You don't have to go anywhere to retrieve your money. The money is on your debit card, in your wallet, or in your purse. You can go to any ATM machine and withdraw the money. You can walk into any store that has FPOS facilities and you can make your transaction. You can pay your bills and shop online. Done. You can spend it anywhere in the world. And you don't have to go pick it up from nowhere. So emergencies happen all the time. Emergencies are not planned. But if you know you have a mechanism in place every single week that you can send money home to your family like clockwork. And did I hear you say, what, how much is it going to cost? Well, the Hub01 is 2,000 euro. Now, I know you might go, oh, wow, my God, I can't afford 2,000 euro. Okay, I hear you and I get it. But remember, door open, window open. That Zeniq Hub02 is also a minting hub. Remember in the previous segment, we talked about minting. That means the Zeniq Hub01 produces the Zeniq coin, which produces for you 50 to 90, 60 to 90 coins every day. 60 to 90 coins every day while you're sleeping. And right now, today, the last time I checked, the coin was at 29-cent euro. So whatever country you're listening to, right, you just convert that into whatever currency where you are, and you will see how much money you're making every single day. So you say 2,000 euro? Imagine what in 3 months' time, maybe less than 3 months, you have your initial investment back. You got your 2,000 euro back in your pocket. And think about how much money you're going to make for the next 20 years. I told you, door open, window open, right? Be like a sponge, soak up this knowledge, because what I'm telling you right now is an opportunity that I'm excited to share with you, because it is an opportunity, right? Because for me, the remittance, right now, we're thinking about opening up centers in places like Hong Kong, the Middle East, places that have a big influx of overseas workers, right? Look at what's the name of that other country? I can't think of the name of it. Yada yada. It's escaping me now. But another country that actually has a lot of exports overseas working, and they send billions of dollars back home to their families. Ecuador. Sorry, it's Ecuador. Right. Ecuador just came out publicly. You can Google it. They just came out publicly that they're going to adopt cryptocurrency. They're going to adopt it because they know how valuable that overseas money is to their economy. And a lot of those overseas workers sending back all the money that they pay in fees, all that money that they pay in fees, that money could be going to their families. Think about that for a second. Think about all the money you spent over the years just in fees. What could you have bought your family? Could you have bought a house with it? Could you have bought a down payment on a car? Think about that for a second. If you owned the Hub01, you can do exactly what I said, plus make money every single day as you sleep. For me, that's a good opportunity. And trust me, my window's open, my door's open, I'm like a sponge. I'm going to absorb it all. Trust me on that one. Right? I told you from time to time, I will be sharing opportunities for you. And what I'm just giving you right now for the remittance is just one of them. Because with their new technology and their new blockchain, right? I know those of you may not even know what a blockchain is. I'm sorry for even mentioning blockchain, right? But there's new technology. Again, if you want the presentation of the Zeniq Hub and the things that make the whole company, I will send it to you. Just let me know below when you click subscribe. Just let me know below, right? And I will send you the presentation. And whatever you don't understand, I will make clear for you, right? Because this solution, you don't have to ever go out of your house. You don't have to go anywhere to send your family money. And the people who use the apps, if you're comfortable continuing to use your apps to go to whatever center that is to get your money, you do what you always do. But this one, my friend, is a different technology. A different technology, and it actually makes it faster and quicker and easier because it does not go through a third party. It goes direct to your loved ones. Direct. So if you're at the gas station and you ran out of gas and people had to push the car to the gas station, you still don't have any money. How are you going to put gas in? Right? By gas, I mean petrol. Right? All you have to do is message that person with the Hub01. Can you put $5 on my card so I can buy a few gallons of gas and get some bread and milk for tonight? Done. You got your money within 0.01 of a second. Right? You put your gas in, swipe your card, and off you go. It's just that simple. Now I know you're probably scratching your head like, okay, so you're telling me the Hub01, it's like a bank. It has a banking number, and I can buy it for 2,000 euro. So you're telling me I can own my own bank for 2,000 euro. Plus, it's minting me 50 to 90 coins every single day. And the price of the coin today is 29 euro. So if I was to get my calculator and I calculate it, just say on 50 coins a day for the next 20 years, for the next 20 years, how much money would that be? But you may still say, but how am I going to get 2,000 euro? How can I get 2,000 euro? For example, you might have other family members, other friends that you might go, okay, hey, let's all pool our money together. Let's all get our families the debit cards, right? And now we all save money, sending the money, but we're all making money every day. And in about 3 months, you got your 2,000 euro back. From that day onwards, every coin that's minted is now profit for you. Yes, you heard me correctly. In about 3 months, 3.5, 4 months, depending on what currency you're using, you will have your initial investment back. And then you will have another 19 years and 7 months for where every coin that you mint is worth, because it's going up every day. Every day it's going to, it may drop down to 25 cents, 26 cents, 22 cents, but we're expecting it to go very high, right? And if you see the presentation, you're going to see why we think that, why we think that's a good possibility. And here's another thing for you. With that Zeniq Hub01, Zeniq, Sapphire International, and OCS Bank is a partnership between the three companies. They're going to launch on the stock exchange a new coin stock exchange, where in one exchange, you can buy and trade every coin on the market, whether it's with Ethereum, Bitcoin, whatever it is. I know I said I wasn't going to talk about the Bitcoins and stuff like that, but I just want to make a point. On that platform, when, say for example, they're claiming that they can do 50,000 transactions per second. It's either 50,000 per second or 50,000 per minute. It's either one. Don't quote me on it, but it's either one. Visa debit card can't do that much. But with their technology, which they've just discovered, that's what they can do. Okay, now, that platform. Now, let's just say the 50,000 per minute. So in a week, let's just say they make $1 billion. So, okay, say they make $500 million a week. Guess what? Just because you have that minting hub 01 and you own those coins, you are now part owner of that exchange. Yes, you heard me say it correctly. I will repeat it. That makes you a owner of that platform, because the platform is owned by the members who own the Zeniq coin. So every week that they got profit coming in, right? They got transactions coming in. They're going to share that with all of us who actually own and mint coins. So you're going to make that money extra every single week, right? So think about the things that I'm sharing with you now, because this is this is a beast. This is a monster, right? It is a beast, right? So I know it's kind of trying to get your head around it. And if you got some questions down in the comment boxes, if you got some questions, please don't hesitate to ask me. And like I said, I'm not going to go through a slideshow. I'm not going to go through all those things. I'm going to take one segment at a time and explain it to you in simple terms so everybody can understand it. And for those people, those overseas workers who working overseas away from their families, that takes a very strong person to sacrifice, to be away from their family, to go make a living for their family. And I know that the money you send home, instead of paying high fees to send money home, that money that you would normally spend on fees, that money can now go in your family's pocket and not in somebody else's pocket. Right? So I know I said a lot to get your head around, right? But that's what it is. So please don't hesitate to come back at me, but I hope you're listening to this with your windows open and your doors open, right? Be like a sponge. Soak up this opportunity. Soak up this knowledge. Right? Because the Hub01, right? If you can't afford $2,000, I get it, €2,000, I get it. The lowest package that you can get to start your minting, to start making money. Again, like I said, how do you sell money? You can't. I can't sell you money. But what I can do is I can show you how to get the money. I can show you how to get the money. If your window's open and your door is open, right? Follow what I'm saying, right? And you will be in a position to make money, right? The cheapest one they have to start minting, I think it's 1.56 coins per day, is the €100 package, right? And that allows you to mint coins every single day, for the next 20 years. Now, that one might take you 6 months, depending on what currency you're using. That might take you 6 months to get your 150, your €100 back. But imagine what you're going to make in the next 19 and a half years. Think about that one for a second. Right? Remember, if you don't have it, open your mind. Say, hey, wait a minute, I got a friend or my cousin or somebody that we can go together and we can both start making money. And that's the name of the game. Having your mind open, your window open, your eye on the prize, not your head down watching your phone, absorbing energy, absorbing opportunities. Thank you very much for this segment. If you got any questions at all about the Hub01 and the remittance, right? Because it's definitely is coming. It's coming. Because if you don't do it yourself, we're actually planning on bringing it to your Hong Kongs, your Indonesias, your Middle East, right? To give those people an opportunity to make sure when their family needs money, they will get it ASAP. Okay. C'est la vie. Take care. Thanks for listening, and I'll be back shortly. TOTW out. Remember, taking over the world one day at a time. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.